Peace. Peace. You know, when I was younger, we used to talk about peace in the Middle East. Yeah, that's even how I learned peace. Threw up the peace sign, peace in the Middle East. It was just a phrase. When I'm saying younger, I was 10, below 10. And I'm 42. And we still talking about peace in the Middle East as if it's unattainable. It's mainly unattainable because of policy. And the policy is lies. The nation of Israel, as any nation, has the right to exist. But no nation has the right to exist at the expense of another nation. No nation has a right to exist only to dominate another nation. Palestine is a nation. The Palestinian people are a people. They inhabited that land from the Crusades into the invasion of the modern day European Jews who came in under an agenda of rich Jews who wanted to be able to monopolize and monetize, but at the same time provide a safe haven for the people that were being persecuted during World War II. I would not be one of the Muslims to sit here and say that we deny anything in the Holocaust and all that stuff. My grandfather fought in World War II. He told me that that happened. He's seen some of the things that were there. So anybody saying that that's false, they're a lie. So yes, they need to protect themselves. But you cannot protect yourself at the expense of other people. Because if you're going to do the same things to the Palestinians that the Germans did to you, then you deserve any type of consequence and repercussions that the world decides to give to you. It's not your land. It was taken by you from the English and was taken by the English from the Turks and was taken by the Turks from the Arabs at that time. We are the Moabite people as Moorish Americans living here in North America. We and the Canaanite people are the original inhabitants of that land. And according to y'all, Moses and Joshua were the ones who originally came and was the original colonizers and the invaders. So says your own holy book. As a Muslim, we honor all holy books. So we know. But y'all lying. Y'all lied about the Moabites to be able to say that is the reason why we have the right to take your land. But then Ruth as a Moabitess gave the seed to where you have David and now you have Jesus, and you denied really both of them. That's why the kingdom fell in 930 BC. So if the kingdom of Israel fell, what are you today? You're not the Israelites. You're some new thing. You're the Ashkenaz. You're the Sephardim. But what about the Mizrachim? The people who never left those lands? What kind of relationship do you have with them? We see what kind of relationship you have with them. You're bombing them. You're trying to take their territory and say that it's your territory as if your anti-Semitism against them is justified. Because you're all Semites. So why isn't that anti-Semitism being projected or seen as anti-Semitism? You don't have a copyright on Semitism, is it? Or Semite, however you want to call it. Do you have a copyright on it? And how did you do that? Because all of y'all are Semites, and you're the newest version of that Semite. In fact, you're so mixed in with the Japhetites, you're really not Shemite at all. Tell the truth. That's why, as it says, in Israel, you can't do it. You can't really do a DNA test. Why? Because everybody know that you don't come from that region. You just adopted the culture. As our prophet teaches us in the Holy Quran, the Morning Science Temple of America, yes, our prophet. We have one that came to us over here in America. His name is Noble Jawali. He said, y'all are superstitious people. Y'all heap upon yourself the traditions and customs of other people so y'all can benefit in the market. Y'all have been using the Babylonian techniques of economics for a long time. We know what it is. Y'all still tell people to read The Richest Man in Babylon. That's your economics course. But I thought Babylon is falling. Y'all perpetuated it, but then want to perpetuate the thought that y'all are the ones who are battling against it. No, you battling against the original people of the planet. And you must face the consequences of that. Any Muslim nation that does not say we stand against Israel and their bombing, their terrorism, you're not a Muslim nation. According to the Quran, I don't care about who your ulamas are. Half of y'all are slave keepers. Y'all making backdoor agreements with these Jews. Half of y'all are Jews in Muslim costume. This is the history, and I know it. The Palestinians are those sea people. They come from those sea. They are a mixture of Arabs today, but they come from those sea people who came in the Bible that nobody know where they come from. We do. They are the Maori people, are the Maori people. Yes, they've been settling around the world for a long time, and we sent messages and they came to help. And we gave them life and liberty and land, known as the Philistines. That's where they come from. That's where the Palestinian people come from by bloodline. They are the sea people, the Maori. Maori may not know about this, because they didn't the English didn't burn half of their stories. There's a connection between all of the world's indigenous people that existed long before these Europeans start Christianizing and colonizing everybody. Then you had the Arabs come and Islamization somebody. They had to Islamicize everybody. Both of them are colonizers in their delivery. Give me the Quran, don't give me your culture. But that's the issue with Israel and Palestine. There is a two-state solution. It's just that Israel don't want it. Because then Israel have to give up land that they keep taking over since the agreements that they've been made before. These Europeans don't keep no agreements, no treaties. They always want to renegotiate because they're greed. They're insatiable greed. And it's time to expose it. You have no claim there. You're the Khazarians. You're the Ashkenaz. You're the result of Turkish influence. And that's fine if you're going to operate as a dignified people in justice. If not, then all hell should be raised against you in any nation. Because when you look at it, it's the European Union who enforces Israel. Because the European Union enforces Christianity and colonization and wants to keep their agenda going. What agenda? The agenda of Christianity. If they keep Israel as a place, then they can keep saying that this is their nation and we have a Christian right and we have this God promise, and all of it is made up. God existed before them. They say El is one of their names. So why do you use the Canaanite God if he's a heathen or pagan God? Why is that now incorporated into your language? No, time to tell the truth. Y'all invaded then when when Moses and Joshua got kicked out of Egypt, Oliver Marna. Tell the truth. Akhenaten is the start of Moses. And most of the story of Moses is false. What is his real name? Because Moses is a derivative of Unis, the Egyptian form of his name, which he had. Tell the truth. Y'all been lying for so long that nobody knows the truth. And you keep everybody so bogged down working for you that they don't have the time or the interest to look for the truth. They just want to be at ease. Whatever can get them past, whatever can get them through. I'm going through it, all right? I'm going through y'all. It's time for y'all to stop lying. It's time for people to tell the truth. And the truth is, It's a two-state solution. Both have historical value in the land. If one is going to keep up the traditions of the old Israelite kingdom, fine. It has historical value there. But it has historical value in the context of who the people are still there to this day. And they never left. You left. You abandoned your territory. And now the other people have the right to occupy. And now you have the right to occupy. But you don't have the right to colonize and dominate. And so when they fight back, yeah, we fight with them. We want to change policy, American foreign policy. We can't sit here and say we support the American foreign policy when they not willing, they willing to, you know, bomb everybody else, but they're not willing to bomb their common co-terrorists. Straight out. The United States, in its sanction of a lot of things, condones terrorism. It acts out terrorism. The way the police and most of the institutions inside this United States system condones terrorism. So yes, they want to allow it in other places because it builds case value, examples for people to see. You have to see the truth. Read your Bible, read your Quran, and see what the truth is. If you have a Bible and you're a Christian, read the Quran. If you're a Muslim, read the Bible. It's time for people to stop acting like they don't know how to read. In fact, with the Muslims, there's no reason why you shouldn't have read the Bible, because it says that we honor that holy book. And then our first command is to read. Read. So that you can know the truth and be the truth. Because this is stupid. This is really stupid. All the so-called Arab nations, Islamic nations, are just sitting back. And I do mean you sitting back, because you're not mobilizing like United States is mobilized. We have people in the military force, and we know how many officers have been sent from the United States to Israel. What is your Islamic interest? How many officers have you sent from your countries to Palestine to defend them? And don't talk about Hamas and how they backed by Iran. So what? That's the Islamic nation that need to be stepping in. If you're not stepping in, shut up. That's the problem. Everybody want to talk about the people who are doing the work, but they have no work to be done themselves. If you're a Muslim, be a Muslim. Don't be a merchant. Muslims can be merchants, but Muslims are Muslim first. It's about being a Muslim. It's not about money. It's about character. So the Muslims over there fighting for their freedom, yeah, we with them. Them Israeli people over there who fighting for freedom, not just their freedom, and I have to specify, because you're the invader. You're fighting for full freedom of the people who you exist as and the people who you come to exist with. I'm with you. Your flag should fly too. We honor that. We know the history of the Israelite kingdom. That's cool. But you better honor and respect the Palestinian kingdom, the Palestinian nation. And if you don't, then if they don't have the right to exist, neither do you. It can only be a two-state solution. Peace.